Good morning. All right. So I actually found the microphone for the camera, but I decided I'll probably be walking around the kitchen. So I decided to go ahead and use the amplifier. And I probably don't even have to have the amplifier up because I'm going to use what's recorded on the card. All right. So what I need to do is deal with this pork butt roast. There's 5.5 pounds of it. I lost my scissors. That is so frustrating. So yeah, I've got 5 pounds of Boston butt pork roast, and it's not really pork butt. It's not from the rear end of the pig. Because I actually looked it up. I wanted to see what meat cut a Boston butt pork roast was, so I could figure out what to do with it. Well, it turns out that a Boston butt is actually pork shoulder. It's a specific section of the pork shoulder, but it's not from the tail end of the pork or the pig. It's from the shoulder. So this was, I paid $2.18 a pound for it. If I wanted a whole butt, I could have paid something like $1.88. It was either $1.88 or $1.99, whatever it is. But that would have been, if that's 5.5 pounds, a whole one would have been 11. So I would have paid $25 for 10 pounds. Nah, $25 for like 11 pounds or something. Anyway, it leaked on me in the store, so I had them bag it again. And it's kind of off the edge. I think that's why it leaked. To rinse this off. Hmm. This has got plastic on it. This has got plastic on it. All right. All right. I'm not keeping that. I'm actually going to bike it back. So I'll be back in a few. But let me show you. Let me show you what the problem is. The tray has gotten all over this. You see that? I'm not keeping it. All right. I am going to take this back. I'll be back later. All right. I am back from taking that roast back. They did finally replace it, but she didn't want to do it. I put it in the two Ziploc bags and took it into the store, showed her the black spots, and she was like, "Well, that's how they come." What? They come with black spots on them. All right. Well, I still don't want it, and I either want a replacement or I want my money back. And she was like, "Well, how do I know you didn't do this when you were at home? Are you kidding? I can't afford to buy this stuff in the first place. And I don't have the time to be running back and forth to the store taking stuff back. If I had a better income, I would have just pitched it and went and got something else or ordered something else, tomorrow, right? I probably would have gone down to Dollar General and got some frozen food tomorrow if I had extra money, but I don't. So she accused me of lying, basically. And so she's like, "It smells fine. It looks fine. Don't you rinse your meat off?" I'm like, why would I rinse it off when I'm examining it initially? I looked at it. It has black spots on it. Anyway, so while we're standing there discussing this and she's being more ridiculous than me, I'm just kind of standing there letting her talk because I'm like, dude, I'm unhappy with the meat. this is the deal. So either you're going to make it right or I'm going to throw it away. And as soon as I said I'm going to throw it away, the guy standing next to me was like, I'll take that. How much you want for it? I said, well, I paid $12 for it this morning. I'll take 10 for it. And he was like, I have $9. I'm like, yours. And she had scraped that one off too. And she was like, it's fine. I'm like, whatever. So he gave me $9 for the pork roast I didn't like. She finished cleaning this one up. And here's the deal, folks. When you see black spots on your pork shoulder, it's because the person who cut it didn't clean it. They didn't clean it properly. So she said she cleaned this one off, and it's actually on the right sized pad, whereas the other one was not. So she cleaned it off and rewrapped it. So we're going to look at this one, and hopefully I can do something with it. And I'll rinse it off too. But so here's this one, and it's fine. Look at that. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, she was super unhappy, probably even more so realizing that I got $9 for the first one and I get a new pork. So this one is actually only 4.3 pounds. The other one was 5.5. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to still do what I'm going to do with it. Oh, yeah. So all in all, I ended up getting a new pork loin that looks a hell of a lot better than the last one. And I got $9. So I went and got a soda. Believe it or not, I stopped at the liquor store to get soda because there was no diet soda at CVS. So the liquor store had 2 liters. It was $5 for this bad boy, but hey, at least I got some soda. Anyway, all right, let me continue. Let's get this done. I want to make some sausage, and I want to make some cubes. I guess I'll make I want to make some Western ribs out of it. I think the other one would have made better Western ribs. So yeah, if you see black spots on your pork, it means the guy that cut it didn't do his job completely. It took her forever to tell me that. It's like, it's not supposed to look like that. You can't tell me it is supposed to look like that. And finally, he was like, yeah, they're supposed to scrape it so it doesn't look like that. Well, no kidding, dude. So anyway, I still want pork cubes out of this, and I still want sausage. So I think it's 4 pounds of this. I think I want a pound of, we'll start with a pound of pork cubes, I guess. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to cut this up. Eventually, I'm going to have to go get the grinder and grind some of this. But anyway, so yeah, she wanted to argue with me. I was like, wow, wow, really? Oh, this is bone in. This is bone in. But you know what? It's going to be interesting. All right, so it's got a bone in it. Oops, I got to move this. The table is clean. I cleaned that real good a bit ago before I left to deal with the fact that I didn't like the first pork one. All right. Ooh. Okay, this is the shoulder blade part they were talking about online. So actually, this should be the country ribs I want. Boy, if I can get it. All right. Wow. I actually sharpened this knife just a hair the other day because my new knife board thing came with a sharpener. So I actually ran this knife along it a couple of times and it made it just a hair sharper, which is kind of nice. All right, still trying here. We're gonna see what we can do. This is probably a rib part. Get it off. My gosh, this is hard. Well, I don't know what to do about that, but this is being tough. There's a bone and it's being real tough. All right. Well, I guess this is going to be pork. I think that'll have to be sauce. Oh, shoot. My thing went off. I think this will have to be the sausage part. So that is 5.8 ounces. I have to try and get around this bone. Oh, there's lots of bone. Well, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to have to cut a little butter to put it through the grinder. But, gosh. Boy, this is a little more challenging than I expected. Oh, goodness. Well, good thing part of it's going to be sausage in cubes. Good grief, I got it out. All right, so I guess I'll make 2 pounds of sausage. Because I've already got, well, I've got 14.5 ounces in there so far. And this is 20 ounces. All right, that's probably about good. Now we want to do some pork cubes. Can't get over that, man. I shop in there fairly often, and to get treated like that, I tell you, I don't know. I don't know, man. Basically accused me of wanting to throw stuff back at them for the hell of it. You know what I feel like? You know why it bothers me so much? They left it dirty, and she did admit that much. They left it dirty. And then when I called them out on it, it was like, we don't care. There's nothing wrong with that. You should have rinsed it off. And if you don't like it, just throw it away and you can starve. That's what I feel like she was saying to me. If you don't like it, tough. You can starve then. Dude, just wow. Anyway, I am going to make some pork cubes out of this. There's still some random bones. I even splurged and went out there to buy groceries. I didn't even really have the money. And I still have to re-earn what I spent. It's going to be a while before I go back there. It really is. And I've talked to this lady before. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was with her tonight. I've dealt with her before. She's generally fine. And today she just wants to act like that. That's a big chunk of fat. It can go in with the sausage. That is a piece of bone. Guess you got to be careful with this stuff. There's a lot of bone in it. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, folks. Would you have kept that flaky, black, flaky beef? Would you really have rinsed it off and ate it? All right, and the rest of this, I think I can make some country style ribs out of, maybe. I don't know, some slabs to barbecue, I guess. Or make pulled pork out of. I think I'm going to put this in the sausage pile. All right, so I got 4 slabs, I got plenty of cubes, and I got plenty of sausage. All right, so I guess it worked out. Wow. All right, so there's my slabs. I'm going to try and lay those as flat as I can in the freezer so that maybe if I want one at a time, I can do that. I forgot to take my watch off, so I'll be scrubbing that. I'm just in shock. I mean, like this lady would think that I would bike another 3 miles to complain about nothing. I got better things to do with my time than that. Well, I guess I'm not doing anything else with that hamburger. I accidentally threw it in the freezer, so it's already frozen. Cubes. Cubes, I'm just going to put in a bag. I'll tell you how many cubes I've got. I'm going to end up making a lot of sausage. So I've got like 12 ounces of cubed pork. It's probably fine. All right, I am going to stick the sausage the pork I want to use for sausage in a bag. It's supposed to freeze for a minute anyway, and I've got to wash the grinder, the meat grinder, so before I can use it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to freeze this for just a minute, sit down for a minute, and then I'll be back. Yeah, wow. All right, I'm going to put this together. I've already got this piece in. I forgot to turn the camera on because I'm going to put this together and grind some pork. It's been about, an hour at least. I went ahead and sat down and drank some Coke, kind of relaxed for a minute. I'm still angry. It doesn't even matter that it resolved in better than my position. It was the fact that I was treated that way to begin with. As much money as I've spent in there, I just, I don't even believe it. And the guy that decided to buy the meat off of me, she was like, yeah, I know you. You're a regular customer. Like I'm not? Are you kidding? Like I've actually talked to this lady before. She likes my bike. I mean, it's really weird. Because I've talked to her about my bike and food recipes and my YouTube channel, et cetera, et cetera. And now I'm not even a regular customer. One day you're cool and the next day you got issues. I hate that. I'm a fairly chill person, or at least I really make an effort to be pretty chill and fair about things. I mean, I get worked up just like everybody else, but just her attitude was like day and night from the last time I talked to her. I don't know. Maybe she was having a bad day. Maybe she was working a double or something. Seems like she was there in the morning. She was also there when I came back, but she hasn't been up front. Just weird. And I don't appreciate being treated like that. I just don't appreciate being accused of whatever she was accusing me of. Like, you're just bringing this back for the hell of it. I had to bike 3 miles to bring it back. I am most certainly not bringing it back for the hell of it. I mean, ugh, struggle to afford food to begin with. So it's not like I can chuck $12 worth of meat in the trash. And it took her forever to admit that it was packed wrong. I mean, why not just admit that in the first place? Oh, I'm sorry. The guy that did this, he didn't pack it right. Let me clean this up for you or get you a new one. How can I make this right for you? No, instead I'm accused of God knows what. I still don't know what the hell I was accused of. She was damn sure going to make sure that I didn't get whatever the hell I was after. Like a replacement meat. I'm going to be out of this town here in a minute anyway. Um, no, it just, I don't like the way it's going together. And to be treated like I'm just not even a customer, it's like, God, like I haven't lived in this town for 10 years. I guess it's because I didn't grow up here. I'm less than in this town because I didn't grow up here. I moved here 10 years ago. Now it's all right. They won't have to deal with me much longer because I've about had it. Well, I have had it, and I'm gonna go to a different town where they're. Oh, I don't know if they're more welcoming, but I doubt I'll be treated like that. Jesus. Sometimes the water stinks here. I don't get it. Smells fine now. Wow, I don't like being treated like that. And I thanked her. I was polite. I thanked her. I said, thank you. Thank the guy. Jeez, why make it that hard to begin with? Why be that accusatory? I mean, the best I can do is get my $12 back. It's not like they're offering double your money back on the meat. So it's not one of those deals. It's not like if you're unhappy with the meat, they replace it and give your money back. So it's not like I can scam them out of anything. And and for my situation, if I have to take back meat and get my cash back, I get to starve. It's not like I've got God tons of food here that I can eat. I don't. Never mind the fact that 5 pounds of meat will feed me for 2 weeks, literally. Oh, and it was still on sale, by the way. I bought it this morning. The sale is good until literally next Tuesday. So it's not like I was even trying to return it for the full price after buying it on sale. What is the thought process there? Can somebody tell me? What could she possibly have been thinking? Obviously, this bothers me a lot more than it probably should. Is this I had about 20 ounces of this earlier. Yeah, I think this is the stuff I wanted to make sausage out of. All right, do you have a good view? Putting it in the freezer helps it grind a little bit better. All right, Maybe I'm done ranting. I don't know, man. I hate stuff like that. And I'm not good with conflict either. And I'm good with fictional conflict. I'm not good with like real conflict. It's part of being an introvert, I guess. Now, this meat grinder, you know what? I didn't chop this up small enough. I got to get my knife. I feel like there's a piece in here that's got a bone in it. And I'm probably not going to remember which piece it is. But this grinder can't handle bones, which means it can't handle nuts either. And I'll spice it after the fact. I just want some sausage to go with my breakfast stuff. And actually, I probably made more sausage than I intended. This is about a pound and a half. But it's all fatty and gristly, so it's a great way to use it, I guess. I don't. What a day. I don't know if it's been a good day or a bad day. It's just been a day. Thought there was a piece with a bone. Did I cut the bone out? Do you guys remember? It's not like you can tell me now. I mean, you'll be seeing the video after I get all this done. Oh, wait, I think I found it though. Maybe? No, maybe not. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. There it is. I found it. That's got, I'm not even going to use that. All right. Well, I sharpened this knife just a hair, and it seems to be doing just a little bit better. There is such a thing as two-dole in my world. Ooh, let's do that. Did you know sausage is supposed to have 20% fat? I think I'm probably right about there. All right, let's do some grinding. I know that's why you're here to watch me grind sausage. I think I'm done with the knife. What do you think? I think I'm done with it. I guess I should thank you all for listening to my rant. I don't know how much of it will make the final cut, but hey, thanks for listening. Well, check that out. Boy, that looks good. I'm always impressed with how much better it looks fresh ground than even the stuff they cut this morning. Just strange to me. There's always a little bit left in the machine. There's nothing you can do about that. Some websites recommend putting bread down the machine, but here's the deal. I don't want to waste any bread. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys for listening to me rant. I mean, if you would have kept that fork, let me know. If you would have felt the same way I did, let me know. It was just so wild being accused of, I have no idea. I don't even have any idea what I was being accused of. It's not like I was going to make money on the deal, or at least I shouldn't have made money on the deal. So I'm going to spice this with my favorite spices. So here's some black pepper. Here's some garlic. Oh, chili pepper. Red pepper flakes. You knew that was coming, didn't you? I need some onion powder and some paprika. Why does the onion powder keep doing this? Paprika. What else do you put in here? I don't want sage. I don't like sage. I don't like sage uh, sausage. I do not like sage sausage. There we go. Cayenne pepper. Oh, it's out. I think it's out. Oh no. Well, oh wait, maybe there's a little bit more. Okay, now it's out. All right, I am gonna wash my hands, mix this up, and put it in the bag. I'm gonna put some chili powder in here too, just for the sake of it. There we go, a little chili powder. All right, man, I've about drained that 2 liter already. Too bad. Oh well. All right. I need to mix this up, and I'm gonna put it in this bag. I think it'll fit. The quart bag. Maybe it won't fit. Maybe I'll put it in 2 quart bags. What a day, folks. Has you guys' day gone better than mine? I certainly hope so. Mix this up. This looks good, I'll tell you that. I'm so happy I got this meat grinder. I mean, despite the trials and tribulations of today, this meat grinder has really come in handy because I can get a big cut of pork and I can make just a little bit of sausage with whatever, I'm doing. And I might have breakfast tonight. Wow, look at that, guys. That looks amazing. Yeah, I really lucked out with this meat grinder. I am very, very, very thankful for it. Wow, that's amazing. That looks fantastic, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Smells good too. All right, I am going to put, I think, half of this in here. I want to kind of press it pretty flat, so it's half that's going to go in here. I can get the bag open. Probably should have opened it before I touched the stuff. I got about a pound and a half of sausage out of that pork roast. That's nice. I think that'll be it for that. I want to press it pretty flat so I can break it off. Here's the other half. I kind of made more. Well, here, let me see. Well, it was 25 ounces. So that is, I don't know, it's 16, 16, 32. Yeah, about a pound and a half would be 16, 24. Yeah, about a pound and a half. of sausage at cheaper than actually their sausage. So I actually saved a little bit of money. Well, I saved a lot of money. It actually ended up, really, today ended up in my favor. The problem is that I just don't appreciate being treated like a criminal when I'm not even sure what she thought I was stealing. You're just turning it, we're bringing that back for the hell of it. Yeah. Anyway, boy, the sausage smell good. All right, there's what we're doing. I'm going to stick those in the freezer, clean up this meat grinder, and make dinner. It's actually kind of late. All right, I don't know if I'm going to film dinner or not. Maybe not, because I'm probably going to do the same thing tomorrow morning. So I'll film it then. All right, folks, that's the end of this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Remember, you can now donate directly to the channel through YouTube, and the Buy Me a Coffee and GoFundMe links are still in the description if you're more comfortable with that. Anyway, folks, have a fantastic night. I hope your day went better than mine.